Hello and welcome back to the Wrestling Group. I am your host as always, Ryan, and today we're going to be doing another one of our top 5 rankings videos. We're going to be doing the top 5 matches from WWE's Bad Blood pay-per-views. With the pay-per-view returning for the first time in 20 years, I thought now would be the best time to take a look back at the Bad Blood pay-per-views that came before it. So there have only been 3 Bad Blood pay-per-views in history. The first was an In Your House event in 1997, and the second and third came in 2003 and 2004. All 3 pay-per-views, like the upcoming one, all featured a Hell in a Cell match. With Triple H looking at moving away from pay-per-views named after the specialty match, I'm glad that they've decided to go back to an old pay-per-view name. What other old pay-per-views would you want to see return in the future? No Way Out, Armageddon maybe? Let us know in the comment section below. In this video we will rank 5 of the best matches from Bad Blood history, starting with 5 and making our way down to number 1, and being dubbed the best match in Bad Blood history. You can comment below with your top 5 and don't forget to subscribe to the Wrestling Group today. So we'll start with number 5. Chris Jericho vs Goldberg at Bad Blood 2003. Now, given their history in WCW and the fact that they never got a proper match, it was no surprise that Jericho would be waiting for Goldberg when he finally signed to WWE back in 2003. In fact, this was Goldberg's second pay-per-view match in the company after beating The Rock 2 months earlier. Coming into this match, Jericho was the heel and Goldberg the face. This match was used to see just how the crowd would get behind Goldberg as they looked to push him as a top face in the company. During the match though, the crowd started to boo Goldberg, but the WWE commentators at the time paid it no mind. Jericho did an awesome job of controlling the match and sold well, as you would expect. Goldberg actually did a good job at selling himself. He sold an arm injury as well. This to this day is one of Goldberg's best matches, but some fans would probably say that's not hard. At the end of this one, Goldberg goes for the jackhammer, but Jericho blocks it. The ref gets a knock and Jericho nails a low blow and puts Goldberg in the walls of Jericho. The fans start to chant for Y2J. Goldberg manages to get out of the hold and hits Jericho with a spear, and follows it up with a jackhammer for the win. In at number 4, Randy Orton vs Shelton Benjamin for the Intercontinental Championship at Bad Blood 2004. So 2004 was a big year for Randy Orton, but it was also a big year for Shelton Benjamin. After being drafted to Raw earlier in the year, he held victories over both the Intercontinental Champion Randy Orton and the World Heavyweight Champion Triple H. At Bad Blood, Shelton got his shot at the mid-card title. Randy Orton came to the ring during the pay-per-view to talk to the crowd about how tomorrow will be his half-a-year anniversary with the Intercontinental Championship, and that it was the longest reign, in fact, for 7 years. He then talked about how he was going to defeat Shelton later in the night. Then Shelton's music hits and he enters the ring and tells Randy Orton he wasn't going to wait until later and he wanted the match then and there. The fans absolutely loved that idea, and a ref comes down and starts the match. As the match started, Benjamin went straight for a roll-up and got a 2 count on the stunned champ. Randy then tried to leave with his title, but Shelton stopped him and got him back into the ring. A very competitive match then followed between the two, and Randy Orton's Evolution stablemate Ric Flair got himself involved in the finish of the match. After Shelton hit a perfect T-bone suplex and covered the champ, Flair put Orton's leg on the bottom rope, resulting in just a 2 count. Shelton then brought Flair into the ring, and after nailing the Nature Boy a few times, Shelton locked Flair in the figure 4. He then managed to roll up Orton in a cradle for another 2 count while the submission move was still applied. The fans ate this up. Shelton then went up to the top and attempted a crossbody on Orton, but he rolled through and pinned Shelton with a handful of trunks to retain. In at number 3, Triple H versus Kevin Nash in a Hell in a Cell match for the World Heavyweight Championship with Mick Foley as the special referee for Bad Blood 2003. Although this rivalry back in 2003 was pretty flat from the get-go, this match is still worthy of its place on our list. At the Judgment Day pay-per-view, these two faced off, but after Triple H nailed the referee with his favourite weapon, no, not Stephanie McMahon, his sledgehammer, the match came to an abrupt end as the game was disqualified. Kevin Nash then powerbombed the champ through an announce table, showing his frustrations. This led to the Hell in the Cell being announced, with Mick Foley was then added to the match as the ref had refused to referee this match after what had happened at Judgment Day. Although he didn't take any big bumps in the match, Kevin Nash did work hard here, and Triple H did well selling Nash as a legit threat to his World Heavyweight Championship. Foley was clearly the fans' favourite in this match though, and even he was busted open as the match flowed, so did the blood. There was a good use of weapons throughout to try and sell the story of the bitter hatred between the two former best friends. The fans were unfairly unreactive a lot of the time though. That is an issue with this match. The fans just didn't seem to get behind it. To end this one, Nash slingshots Triple H headfirst into barbed wire and hits a jackknife powerbomb for a 2 count. Nash then goes after Triple H again but is nailed with the sledgehammer and followed up with a pedigree as the game retains the championship. In at number 2, Triple H versus Shawn Michaels Hell in a Cell match, Bad Blood 2004. Triple H versus Shawn Michaels is one of my all-time favourite rivalries in WWE history. Former best friends turned bitter enemies. Wait, this sounds familiar. Hunter really doesn't like his friends so well, does he? The build to get this match was pretty much just the two of them costing each other shots at the World Heavyweight Championship, which was held by Chris Benoit at the time. He defended this title earlier in the night against Kane in a match that only just missed out on this list, if I'm honest. This was a great match that went just under 50 minutes with a slow start and Hunter on top before the pace began to pick up as Shawn started his babyface comeback. A lot of weapons were used in this match too, which the fans obviously reacted well to. But to the end of this match, both guys were visibly fatigued as Triple H hit a pedigree. Too exhausted to cover straight away, it left enough time for Shawn to get a kick out on 2. The same thing happened when Shawn then hit Hunter with a sweet chin music, and again took too long to cover and only got a 2. Both guys then struggled to their feet and Triple H connected with another pedigree but fell flat on his back this time, failing to go for a pinfall. It would take one more pedigree to finally get the victory in this classic encounter. So that is 5 down to 2. So what brings us to number 1 and the greatest match in Bad Blood pay-per-view history? Well, you've probably guessed it. It's in at number 1, Shawn Michaels versus The Undertaker in a Hell in a Cell match. Yes, that's right. All 3 Hell in a Cell matches come in as the top 3 matches in our list. CM Punk and Drew McIntyre definitely have a lot to live up to when they face off against each other this weekend. This match was the first ever Hell in a Cell match in WWE history and it set the standard for years to come. The winner of this match would be the number 1 contender to the WWF Championship, so the stakes were definitely high. Shawn was the cocky, arrogant heel coming into this match and The Undertaker was the popular and ever over babyface. This match was built up well and was highly anticipated amongst the WWE Universe. A good back and forth match that went for nearly 30 minutes and kept fans invested until the very end. This match is still actually considered to this day as one of the best Hell in a Cell matches of all time. The end to this one is one of the most memorable in the company's history as Kane made his debut. Back in 1997, I was 6 and I legit thought that Kane and The Undertaker were brothers. I was so fully invested in this storyline that WWE sold and told so well. After giving Shawn a brutal chair shot to the head, Taker signals for the end to the delight of the crowd. The lights go out. The organ plays. It's Kane. Vince had a famous line here. That's gotta be Kane! Kane rips the doors off its hinges, well, almost, tosses Hebner into the cage and stares The Undertaker down. Kane then sets the ring posts on fire and Taker looks away, was met with a kick to the gut and a tombstone from the big red machine. Bearer then throws water over the referee so he can get up to count the pinfall as Shawn crawls on top of The Undertaker out of a pile of his own blood to get the 3 count, thus giving him the WWF title match at Survivor Series and thus giving us our greatest ever match in Bad Blood history. So there you have it, the top 5 matches from the Bad Blood pay-per-views. Did you agree with our picks? Let us know in the comment section below, and as always, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe to the wrestling group today.